Quorum is present.
We just have 3 items on our agenda tonight. Before we start off, I would like to make a comment. I'd like to make a clarification, actually. Last Monday night, I made a statement to the people that as mayor, I inherited this problem. This has been something on my mind for a long time. This may be a poor choice of words to use, and this was not intended to blame the past mayor or the alderman for their actions. The ordinance we have retaining to the city license was adopted back in about 1950, and that's what I was referring to. And if I offended anybody by saying that, I'm very sorry. First line of business today, yesterday, all day, Bob Kinder and I spent most of our day trying to work out some type of solution. We were on the phone, Bob was most of the day, and myself with Doug Harris, our city attorney, and out of that we came up with 2 ordinances. And I'm going to present those to the board tonight for their consideration. Doug prepared both of these ordinances, and whether they fit what we need done right now will be up to the Board of Aldermen. Early this morning, I sent a letter out to Mr. Juba. And in that letter, we reviewed his business license application, and it came to our attention, the city of Odessa, he had failed to obtain a state sales tax ID and set up an account with the state of Missouri. I informed him in the letter that he needed to supply with his application a new number. The number that he put on his application was a state charter number of his company. And we need proof of establishing a sales tax account with the state of Missouri. Now, Mr. Juba can reapply to be in accordance with the state statute. And that's where we stand right now with Mr. Juba. And now, at the present time, I'm going to introduce the 2 ordinances to the Board of Aldermen, and after this, we will open up discussion on Black Flag Club. The first ordinance, an ordinance establishing a section 3.118, suspension, revocation, and non-renewal of business license of the Code of the City of Odessa. Does the board have any discussion?
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve ordinance number 3.118.
If the board would speak real close to your microphone, we got a lot of people here that'd like to hear you.
Give me a second to discuss.
I'll second that, Mr. Mayor. We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Discussion.
John, got a further comment?
Discussion, John.
Discussion.
After we second, that's what we discuss.
Wait.
No.
I was concerned a bit about the haste in which this ordinance and
John, take a little closer.
the haste in which perhaps this ordinance and the ordinance to follow were put together as far as future business licenses are concerned in the city and the effect to those business owners. Several questions I have. The mayor shall appoint a hearing officer who shall hold a hearing in the manner provided in the section to ascertain all the facts of the matter, that being the case of a suspension, revocation, or non-renewal. Who would that hearing officer be? Would it be anyone from my desk counsel?
That would be a suitable person appointed by the mayor, either some member of city government or an outside consultant to be used in that capacity.
And would current businesses be grandfathered against this
This would apply to all license holders.
as of the date of passage? If word passed. Thank you. Thank you.
Justin?
My concern with this, especially with all the renewal included, this is going. My concern with the renewals and how this ordinance is written is that all of our current business owners, when they come back through for renewal each year, it's going to add a lot of extra work on the city staff, as well as that business owner to get that license renewed. So the way this basically reads is we are asking, this and the subsequent ordinance is asking for a background check to be completed basically for each applicant when they want to renew their business license. My concern though with that is when we've got existing business owners who have been in business in this city for 20, 30 years, and now they're going to be asked to provide all this documentation. Now, I agree there are some things that we need to change with our ordinance to get a little more strict with our business license. I'm not discounting that. My point is we need to make sure to review this in more detail in such haste as Mr. Carmody has mentioned. So we need more time to review this and to be able to make an educated decision on how this impacts not only the city staff but all of the current business owners.
Or do you have a comment?
Yes, I do. Again, to elaborate that, with taking time to consider any changes to our current ordinances, I feel that it should not be done hastily, and that we should take time to review what we have on the books existing and how that applies today, and what the lasting impact of these considerable changes will have on our existing businesses as well as new businesses from here on out. And we want to be able to enforce what we plan to enact. And I'm not certain that all of the methods of how we're going to enforce this as it is written is what's the yardstick and that we'll use. And I'm just not, there are too many holes with the way this is on how we're going to accomplish what we've laid out here. And I'm not discounting that we don't need to take a look at revision or looking at these areas, but I'm not prepared to, at this time, act on these without taking time for us to receive considerable input back from the community on how this is going to impact our current business license owners, and what are the methods